In Hollywood, you have 7 seconds to hook a reader. If you don't, they stop reading. Your story ends up in the trash. Well, the same is true for your brand. And today, we're continuing our O.N.L.Y framework series. And this week, it's L, lead with your unique story. And I'm going to show you how to find your 7-second hook. But before we dive in, if you stick around to the end, I'm going to give you a free tool to find your only statement in under 8 minutes and show you how to book a free 15-minute call with me to get your personalized deliverable. So last week we talked about leading with your story, but what part of your story do you lead with? Most experts try to tell their whole story at once. They're complex, nuanced, and have decades of experience. And they try to cram it all into their bio. But complexity is the enemy of clarity. Let me say that again. Complexity is the enemy of clarity. And clarity is what hooks people. For 22 years in Hollywood, I read thousands of scripts, and the ones that got made, they weren't the most complex. They were the clearest, and they had a hook in the first 7 seconds that made me say, I need to know what happens next. And your brand needs that same 7-second hook. Let me tell you about a client of mine, Tanisha. When she came into me, she was a powerhouse. She was a financial advisor, a real estate investor, a best-selling author, and a spiritual guide. She was helping women build wealth, but her message was getting lost in the complexity. She told me, I help women with their finances, their real estate, their mindset, their spirituality. And I said, that's great. But what's the hook? What's the 7-second story? So we dug deep into her story and we found it. She wasn't just a financial advisor. She was a wealth alchemist. She didn't just help women make money. She helped them transform their relationship with it. So her 7-second hook became, I help women of color become bankable by healing their financial trauma and building generational wealth. That's a hook. It's specific, it's emotional, it's unforgettable. And on our call, we realized that Tanisha's power wasn't in her list of services. It was in her unique ability to blend the spiritual and the strategic, the woo and the work. So her only statement became, I'm the only wealth alchemist who helps women of color heal their financial trauma so they can build generational wealth. She's not a financial advisor. She's not a real estate coach. She's a wealth alchemist. And her 7-second hook is now the foundation of her entire brand. It's in her bio, her content, her keynote. And when you have a clear hook, you don't need to explain everything you do. You just need to deliver the hook and let people lean in. So how do you find your 7-second hook? Well, you got to start with the problem. What's the emotional pain? What's the emotional pain point your client is experiencing? For Tanisha, it was financial trauma. Next, use a powerful verb. What's the transformation you provide? For Tanisha, it was heal and build. Now, be specific about who you help. Who's your ideal client? For Tanisha, it was women of color. And then lastly, end with your ultimate outcome. What's the big promise? For Tanisha, it was generational wealth. So you got the problem, plus the verb, plus the specific client, plus the outcome. That's your 7-second hook. Let me say that again. You got your problem, you got your verb, you've got your specific client, plus your outcome. That is your 7-second hook. So if you're ready to find your 7-second hook, go to findyouronly.app. That's findyouronly.app right now. Get your free only statement. It's going to be emailed right back to you. And then you're going to have an opportunity to book a free 15-minute call with me. It's only going to be free just for a little bit more time. So get it now. Go run. Find your Only.app, book a call with me, and let's find a hook that makes you unforgettable. Be the Only. Be the $2 bill.